Okay. Now the next topic which we have taken is the sources of recruitment. The sources, the ways through which the employees come in the organization. So students, there are two ways. One is internal, another one is external. Internal is divided into three parts: promotion, transfer, layoff. Promotion, transfer, layoff. I know you understand the meaning of promotion. Promotion means when the candidate working at one level increases in his designation and goes upwards to the another level, that is promotion. And when this promotion takes place, it brings more power to the employee. Not only it increases the authority, responsibility, it increases the remuneration, the salary, because the designation has improved, so as the employee's remuneration and salary also increases, which brings a lot of job satisfaction in the employee. It boosts their morale because the job which they have done, the activities which they have performed, they have been well paid for that by the organization, and this brings the loyalty towards the organization in them. So that is promotion, which is a vertical transfer, vertical shifting of the candidate from lower level to the upper level, to the top level. Next one we have the transfer, which is horizontal level. At horizontal level, when there is overstaffing. What is overstaffing? Overstaffing means that the number of candidates, the employees which are required in one department is only 10, but the actual people, those who are working, are 20. So the 10 are extra because the required candidates are only 10, but actual presence of the employees is 20. So what happens? These extra people will be shifted to another department where there is understaffing. Understaffing is where if there is a requirement of 10 candidates but only 5 are working. So in that case, the job of the other 5 all has to be performed by the first 5. So each one is performing the job of 2 people. They are overburdenized. So to reduce that burden, the candidates, the employees are shifting from one department to another department. That's only the change in, there is a very little change in their working environment, in the type of work which they do. For example, before they were working in production department, now they have been shifted to the marketing or to the packing and packaging department. So this is just the shifting of from one department to another department, which hardly brings any change in their remuneration, in their job position, the kind of work which they are doing. So that is considered as transfer, which is taking place due to overstaffing or understaffing. The last one which we have is layoff. Layoff is calling back the existing employees once again in the organization. What happens? Sometimes if the organization is not having enough work to get it done by the employees become the liability for the organization. So for a temporary basis, these employees are being asked to take a rest. In that case, they are not paid the full salary, they are not paid the full remuneration. They are being given a little separation from the organization for a little time being. And when the organization is back in its form, when there is again ample of work with the organization, they call back their old existing employees once again to get all the job done. So this process is called of layoff. And since these three are the part of internal sources which is happening within the organization only, nobody is coming from outside. In fact, in the layoff also I have mentioned existing employees. Existing employees, those who were already the part of the organization before, but they have got a little separation for a temporary basis from the organization. Then they are being called again. So this is happening within the organization, and that's why it is considered as internal source. What happens in the external source? In the external source, we have got so many ways through which the candidates come in the organization, through which the organization. And since these employees are coming from outside, none of them is the existing candidate, existing employee of the organization. This is considered as external source. The first external source is direct recruitment. This is basically for the unskilled performers, the laborers, those who stand in front of the gate of the company. Basically a labor grade performers, those who don't require too much of technical knowledge or too much of intellectual knowledge to perform the activity. They are the one, those who get recruited at the lower levels. They are not a very permanent performers of the organization. They are being recruited and separated as per the job arising in the organization. If there is a work for a long span, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, for 6 months, they get recruited as per that. And when the job is being done, the project is over, they are being expelled, they are being fired, they are being put out of the organization. So, and since it is a direct recruitment, which means that a long selection process do not take place for hiring these candidates. There no interview sessions are being conducted, no stress level, no IQ level tests. So they don't have to pass all those tests and then come in the organization. They come spontaneously on the spot. What is being checked, that are they fit enough physically? Are they capable enough to perform the job? Their physical structures, appearance matters, that whether they are able to perform the job or not. The next one, we have the casual workers. Now, who are they? This particular way is a very economical, very cheapest way, because what happens, once the organization had a vacancy of 50 candidates, but 100 candidates appeared in the recruitment process. Now, out of that 100, only 50 will get the job, because there is a vacancy of only 50. And the total strength is 100. So what happens, since all the 100 candidate has been tested, and out of those 100, the creamiest, the most best 50 has been selected, they get the job in the organization. Now what happens to the remaining 50? These remaining 50 are being stored, the information is getting stored in a database and kept safely with the HRs of the organization. Since they have tested the other 50 candidates as well, whenever there will be a requirement in the organization, next time these remaining 50 will get the call. That's why I'm telling you it is very economical. Why is it economical? Because again, hiring somebody, recruiting somebody who is absolutely fresher will be time consuming and expensive, and recalling those remaining 50, those who have been already interviewed, those who have been already tested before, so the HR manager already knows their skills, their merits and demerits, so it is easy to call them and recruit them. Now it is not necessary that each 50 will come in the organization. They get a call from the organization that the organization wants to conduct a recruitment process once again, and so we are inviting you, because last time you were not selected, so this time we are giving you an opportunity, a chance once again. The interested candidates can reappear. The one who has already got the job and they don't want to reappear, it absolutely depends upon the interest of the candidates. The next one is advertisement. This is the most common way of hiring the candidates. You must have seen the advertisements in the newspaper, in the electronic media. So these are the two ways, the print media and the electronic media, through which the organization can spread an information, a news in the society, in the external environment, that there is vacancy in the organization for a particular job, for a particular level, for a particular designation, with certain criteria which they need to get fulfilled by the candidate. Then we have employment exchange. I would like to tell you the employment exchange and placement agencies one at the same time. That is, employment exchange is being run by the government. This is important for you to understand. This is an agency which is being run by the government. If the freshers, the college passed candidates, they are not getting the job, there was no campus recruitment, there was no campus selection, the company who came did not selected all the students, what they can do, that jobless ones, they can go and get themselves registered with the government institution, with the government agencies by paying some fees, and these government agencies will find the job for those candidates. Now when the candidates are being selected by the organization with the help of these employment exchange, as I said, they have to pay some fees, maybe the first salary to these exchange. Now this is a mutual consent between the employment exchange and in between the candidate, where they settle their this monetary payments thing. Next one is placement agency and consultation, which is absolutely private. It can be started by anybody. Even I, as a teacher, can start a placement agency side by side. I can have a link with the jobless candidates, and I can have the link with so many organizations. Now my job is to get and what happens, these jobless candidates, they come to me and they get themselves registered. Now my job is to match the criteria which has been set by the organization and the qualification and experience of the qualification and experience of the candidates. Whatever is matching, that particular candidate will be selected. Like 10 or 20 or 50 candidates have registered themselves to me, and there are 5 candidates required, those who has to be a sales manager in some organization. Now I want to filter out of that 50 how many sales managers are there, and those sales managers who are fulfilling the criteria of the organization, I will forward those 5 sales managers further or candidates to the organization. And when the organization will conduct the interview, the selection process for them, if they are through with it, my job is done. And since I have helped the candidates to get linked with the organization, I am not going to do this job free of cost. I will be charging a fee for this. Now that fee can be charged in advance, or that fee can be charged after the job has been given to the candidates. It is again a mutual consent between the agency and the employees. Next we have a campus recruitment. As I said, that the final year students of the course exam, any studies, they get the jobs directly when they are in the college by the organization, that is campus recruitment. They are absolutely freshers. They require a lot of training since they have got theoretical knowledge and very or no idea about the corporate world. So that is campus recruitment. Next we have recommendation of employees. Now what is recommendation? When suppose I, being a teacher, I have already worked in so many schools, and if I want to give a job interview in a new school, I have forwarded my CV and mentioned the name of 2 teachers with whom I have already worked in the previous school. Now my previous colleagues, they know about me, they know my teaching capabilities, or maybe I can give my principal's name in the recommendation. But the new school where I want to get interviewed, that school is absolutely clueless about me. So to get more information about me, what the new school can do, the new school can give the call to those people whose name, number, address has been mentioned in my CV under recommendation column. So the new employer will give a call to my old employer to find out the authenticity about me, to find out the facts about me, to find out the qualities which I have shown about myself in my resume are absolutely correct or not. So that is a recommendation thing. Next we have a labor contract. You must have seen that laborers are working at the construction sites. that is the best example to explain, because when a civil engineer, the architect, he wants a building to be constructed. So what he does, he talks to one person, that is the labor contractor, and this contractor brings many laborers on a contract basis to that civil engineer, to that constructor who wants that building to be constructed, and the wages has to be paid to those workers through the labor contractor. So there are two important people who are talking: the civil engineer who wants to get the building to be constructed, and he is giving that job to the labor contractor. Now this labor contractor is bringing many laborers with him who will listen to the labor contractor and will do the job. And this labor contractor will receive all the orders, instructions, specifications, everything which needs to be performed by the civil engineer. So that is a labor contractor another way. Advertisement on television, as I told you over here, electronic and print media are the ways through which the information can be spread in the society that there is a need of the candidates in the organization, and television is one important way through which the information can be shared so that the maximum number of candidates appear in the recruitment, so that the possibility of suitable candidate, that the selection of the suitable candidate increases. And last we have is web publishing. When the same thing which was happening over here in advertisement on television with the help of television, but the same is taking place with the help of web, means it is happening with the help of internet. For an example, you must have heard about Naukri.com, Monster.com, Shine.com. These are the certain sites which registers the candidates who are seeking for the jobs. These are the sites who are again working as an intermediaries like employment exchange and placement agencies. They are working like the intermediaries, a middleman who are connected with the jobless people, and they are connected with the organizations as well. These intermediaries make the job of the organization very easy, because they filter the candidates at their level, and then the suitable ones are forwarded to the organization. And for this process only, these middlemen charges the fees from the candidates also and from the organizations as well. As I told you that the placement agencies and the employment exchange, they charge the fees for it. Yes, that is being done because they are providing their services to the organization and to the jobless candidates. So this was an explanation about internal source and about external source.